Stealthily, nonchalantly, you make your way to your dresser. Open your underwear drawer. Dig out that bottle of Anais Nin green label you've been hoarding there. Careful, don't pour too much. Remember what happened that time on your birthday. Besides, ever since the revolution in Punto del Visionario, the stuff has been almost impossible to find. And by the way, in case you haven't heard, it's been placed on the government's list of controlled substances. Okay, at last you're set. You prop up your feet, we should always read with our feet up even on the subway or a bus, and retrieve the book, feeling in your hands the weight, the newness, the bookness of it. For a brief second, you close your eyes, sip your libation. Jesus, wow, no wonder there's 2 dots over the I. And allow yourself to wonder what Robbins is up to this time around. What strange lights on what distant mountainside have attracted his focus? Over whose campfire, gypsy, guerrilla, Girl Scout, shaman, has he been toasting his ideas, his images, his figures of speech? Curiosity suitably aroused, anticipation at a delicious pitch, you take in a small breath and open the book. And whoa, wait a damn minute. Hold on. This isn't the new Tom Robbins novel. Oh, it's by Robbins all right, but you look again at the cover. The short writings of. It's printed right there on the jacket. Maybe it could have been in bigger type, but it isn't as if you've been tricked. It's your own fault. You should have paid closer attention. This will teach you to dash into a bookshop on your lunch hour. Wild Ducks Flying Backward is not a novel at all. Somewhat disgruntled, you riffle the pages. Travel articles. Riffs on various exceptional people. A short story or two. Poems. Robbins, at any rate, calls them poems. Your old English professor would probably shake his head and call them something else entirely. Essays, responses, musings. A treatment for a movie you'd wager will never be made. There are even a couple examples of the author's art criticism, included, you suppose, to demonstrate to those who might suspect otherwise that a man's expressed preference for right brain activity need not necessarily constitute an admission of weakness on the left. In fact, so sober and coolly cerebral is Robbins' analysis of the painter Morris Louis that you find it difficult to believe it could have been written in the same year, 1967, and by the same person, Robbins, as the overheated, rocked-out, purple-lipped paean to the Doors also contained herein. The contrast both intrigues and confounds you. About the same time that young Tom was deconstructing modern art and eulogizing psychedelic rockers, he was deciding once and for all to move his professional residence to the land of make-believe, the land of effects as opposed to facts, the country where style is king and paradox and enigma, which must hide between the lines in reportage, are granted diplomatic immunity. He began writing his first novel in 1968, and he's made it clear that if he's remembered, he wants it to be for his fiction. Still, for whatever reason, to meet an editor's challenge maybe, or to charm the groceries, the novelist has over the years made occasional forays across the inky divide into journalism. Considering the source, aren't you at least tempted to test the results? And what about that short story, the one he calls Moonlight Whoopee Cushion Sonata? You're warm, snug, alone, loosely clothed, and the Anais Nin green label is working your blood like a Vegas entertainer working a room. If you don't burrow further into this modest, if unusual collection, what else can you possibly do with yourself tonight? You don't have to answer that.
I'm Tom Robbins, and as advertised, Wild Ducks Flying Backward is a compilation of some of my short writings from the past 38 years. The book is approximately 250 pages long, divided into 5 parts. And despite the fact that my voice sounds like it's been wrung out of the mop that pimply teenagers use to swab the kitchen floor at Arby's, I'm going to read it to you. The whole damn thing, beginning with this dedication. For David Hershey, who let me run with the Bulls, and for Miss Indiana Cheerleader.